So what happens if you combine Sauvage with pineapple and do this? Thank you for taking time to come along to my channel and watching this video. I do appreciate it. Eau Sauvage came out in 1966. Wonderful perfume from Dior. Still a classic today. In 2015, they came out with Sauvage. Perhaps it's time in 2019 for something different and reflect on what people are wearing now, those notes in the fragrance that people are loving. Of course, over the years, we've had companies that have reproduced some of these famous fragrances, clones, alternatives, but now, of course, they're finding their feet. They're coming up with their own interpretations and using some of the ideas that they've had through blending, and we're starting to see some hybrids, which I'm really excited about. I think we should look at these houses in a new light. We shouldn't be distracted by the fact that in the past they've made a lot of clones, but I believe they're producing something original that the main houses will not produce or not yet produce. Pocket Scents have done just this. They've come up with something that really sparked my imagination a little bit. They've brought out, if you hadn't guessed, Pineapple Sauvage. Pineapple, obviously a very popular note in Creeds Aventus. The fruity version is talked about, the smoky version. You've only got to type in Creed or Aventus, or to be honest, cologne or aftershave or fragrance, and there will be a review or some information about that come up on the internet, on YouTube. And to be honest, with me, it's never been the smoky smell in Aventus. It's always been that pineapple that attracts me to it. Now, I used to have Dior's Sauvage, the original, and I liked it. It was a good office scent. It was a good all-round scent. I've smelled it again recently for this discovery video, and it's still a good all-rounder. It's not exciting, but it's nice. It's pleasurable. And when I did have it on, because I in the store, I got a compliment which kind of sent me back a little bit because I wasn't expecting it, and I don't get a lot of compliments. Well, I get a few compliments, but not in this way. Well, I get a few compliments. Well, I get a few compliments. Well, I get a few compliments. Well, I get a few. Wow, it sounds like they're coming to get me. If you can hear some sort of siren in the background. The original notes in Sauvage are bergamot, black pepper, Szechuan pepper, it's a Bruxen from ambergris, then geranium, lavender, or lime, which is a resin that creates a pine and lemon smell, pink pepper, vetiver, patchouli, cedar, and labdanum, creating a cocktail that has been so popular since it came out. It's blended very well together. I actually find it a little bit sharp, but it's always a pleasure to wear. Moderate performance, 3 to 4 hours of projection on my skin, similar on the Sillage. In fact, I would say it's probably better on the Sillage than it is on the projection generally, but it will stay on your skin for 6 to 8 hours. This is sort of a moderate to good performer. A company called Pocket Scents has come up with this Pineapple Sauvage. I hesitate to say blend. It's not a mix of Sauvage and Creeds Aventus. What it does is gives you Sauvage, that all those notes that I've mentioned, but it adds that pineapple and some blackcurrant top note. But actually, that pineapple runs right the way through the life of the fragrance. Now, I timed it today. I put it on and I did get 4 hours Sillage, for 5 hours projection, and 8 hours later it's still on my skin. So performance is similar to the original. The ingredients for this, I'll stick it up on screen now. Far too hard for me to say at this time of the day. Produced by a UK company. I will put the link to their website below this video. I paid for this myself. I just thought it was intriguing and interesting. Does it work? I would imagine is one of the questions. It works really well. I prefer it than the original. It makes it much more interesting. As I said, in Creeds Aventus, I like the pineapple, and this pineapple, while not exactly the same, I would say it's not as sweet as even the clones of Aventus, but it's a pleasurable, juicy pineapple, and as I said, it goes through the whole fragrance. It works really well. Great mixture. So, you know, hats off to the guys at Pocket Scents. They do a great job over there. I I've heard really good reviews. As I said, I paid for this myself. I've got a few more. They did send me a couple of little samples in with it, which I gladly received. I think that's a great idea, and a big shout out to all the other manufacturers out there. This is what I used to do back in the day, always give you a few samples of some of their other products, and then you might actually go out and buy some more. Why not give it a go? I don't know. If you like both, if you like Creeds Aventus, if you like Sauvage, I think you're going to like this. If you like Sauvage and want something a little bit interesting, a bit more summery in some ways perhaps, but you definitely could use it in most occasions, partying, going out. It's not offensive to anybody in the office. I sprayed it for the females in my family, my mother, my wife, my daughters. They all liked it a lot, and I like it a lot as well. So I think it's going to be a part of my rotation definitely now. So I have to, the last thing I want to do is talk just about the service. When I ordered these online, I didn't pay extra for the quicker postage, but I got it within a few days anyway, so very quick on that. Let me show the packaging. Now this actually, the packaging isn't going to be the final box, I don't think. They normally have their own original boxes, but it's a new fragrance, so what they've done is labelled this up. I would imagine, please correct me if I'm wrong on that, but we can have a look. But it's okay, it's nice for it to come in a box. A lot of the clone companies don't do that, but what Pocket Scents are trying to do is up the game, come up with some original scents, come up with some hybrids, and just give a little bit better product. I'll show you the bottle. For once it's got actually a nice top on it. You may recognise the bottle, but it's got a heavy base. Again, I've got a graphic of what it's going to look like. But as this was in early production, a new fragrance, they've stuck a label on it for now. Spray, I don't want to waste it, but good spray, no problem there. Oh, I got a burst of pineapple there, lovely. Extrait de parfum. Until next time, thanks for watching again, do appreciate it. Please subscribe, please leave a comment, and if you feel inclined, give it a thumbs up. Until the next review, smell good.